Hello, I hope this message finds you well. I've been thinking about expecting the unexpected lately. Sometimes we don't do a very good job of that. To expect the unexpected, though, is to live on the adventurous side of life, as it were. It's to open ourselves up to surprises, to see opportunities and challenges perhaps more clearly when we go into it, anticipating them rather than thinking we know exactly what's going to happen and how it's going to happen. I was sitting with Mary and James just yesterday, and we were commiserating about our presbytery's healthy boundary training, which is something James and I are attending today. It's something that is required of all pastors and educators by the presbytery, and we do that every few years. And this is our turn. And I was sort of bemoaning that I'd be in a room for about 6 hours going over curriculum that I could probably teach myself. And Mary leaned over and said, I'm actually teaching the module in the fall. And we got tickled by that. But I find myself looking ahead at this training personally and thinking, okay, I need to shift my mindset. I need to be open to the possibility that God is going to present something new to me here. And I'm like many of you, I'm still grappling with technology, for example, and those boundaries and how they operate in my life and in my family's life. We'll be sitting as a family watching a family movie, let's say, and I'll get a prompt from my telephone. Maybe it's a Facebook update or something, and it's so easy to allow that technoference to infiltrate our family time. I'll look it up and I'll reference it, and I need to set up healthy boundaries. So I'm self-aware enough to know that those are important topics. And so who knows? Maybe today there's some reaffirmations and maybe some new techniques that I learn. Expecting the unexpected, though, is something that carries over into every aspect of life. I think about the students going on mission trips, the students and families. This summer, there will be a team going to Chiapas, Mexico, and there's also a team going to Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I remember one experience leading a trip of students and adults to Mexico many, many years ago. And in the front yard of this family, there was a tiny scrub tree. It was a fruit tree. And I remember the students, they looked at it and they assessed it, and there weren't that many pieces of fruit. And the ones that were on, they were shrivelly, they were small. And it was just sort of deflating. The students perceived that as another aspect of meager proportions, of a theology of scarcity. But the next day, what happened was remarkable. The family prepared a meal for the team, and on a platter were all the pieces of fruit from that tree. And they didn't look so small. They looked delicious. They looked juicy, and the students enjoyed them. And I think that was a powerful moment for them because they saw something totally different from their previous experience, which was this is a blessing. These are resources that family had been given that they were going to give to others. They operated out of a theology of abundance. They operated with the mindset of generosity and gratitude. And that changed some students' perspectives. Expecting the unexpected is important. This summer, I think they're going to have a blast. I can't wait to hear their stories and to hear about how their lives have been changed. You can be a part of making that possible. There are still opportunities to help raise funds for these students. Those going to Chiapas, Mexico, the students and adults, I think 12 or 14 or so, they pay about $1,900 a piece to go on that trip. And there's still about a $900 gap that exists between the real costs and the participant fees. The same thing, but to a lesser degree, applies to those going to Chattanooga, Tennessee. And so Dr. Rogers and the youth ministry team, they've created 3 fundraisers throughout the spring. One has been the youth work days. They've come and worked in some of your yards. They also had a successful golf tournament that the fellowship committee helped put together. Well, Mark Zaraw and Joanne Zaraw and many others have been working behind the scenes for quite some time, getting ready for the youth auction in a Wednesday from now. That is an amazing experience. Not only can you come and make an investment toward the overall $12,000 or $15,000 that all of these fundraisers were hoping they raise, but I think going into it with that mindset, expecting the unexpected is important. Because it may just allow you to go in and not think in terms of, oh, I'm doing this to support that. Who knows what that means of grace will afford you? Maybe in terms of outbidding a friend or building a relationship with someone you didn't even know, or learning more about these youth mission trips, praying for these students before they leave, while they're away, but allowing their experience to transform your own. There really will be an opportunity for us, albeit vicariously, to experience what they experienced, to learn some of what they saw and tasted and touched, and by God's grace, that will transform our lives. So I hope that we do really live on the edge of our seats, as it were, and learn better every day how to expect the unexpected. You never know what new things God has in store for us. Until I speak with you again, take care and God bless. Bye for now.